This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, today in the arena. I'm excited to show you where we've ended up on Gruul Adventures and what it can be doing in the meta right now, and talk about some of the new card choices, as well as reveal a project by somebody very close to me that I think many of you will be super excited about. So, jumping right into it. You've seen Gruul Adventures by now, but for some reason in Best of One, it just never has the right, the high market share that it seems to have in Best of Three, where it's considered among the best decks in the format. The deck certainly has a great sideboard, which accounts for a lot of it, but at 6.3% of Best of One, it's not nearly as common as I see everywhere else, and it even says it has a 58% average win rate compared to several other decks, which are much closer in the 60% range. It's kind of surprising to me, since I think that one of its best matchups is Dimir Rogues, and also it is very solid against mono red. Honestly, that could go either way depending who's on the player draw, but if either deck stumbles, I think Gruul is super favored over mono red. So I wanted to show you where we're at with the deck. One thing that's happened is the rise of Yorion decks, the rise of mid-range decks, and the rise of various control-y and Ugin's the other big one, builds, has led us to bringing haste cards back to the deck. So we're going to be playing with 4 copies of the legendary mythic epic long novel that is Questing Beast, because when the meta slows down and people are playing sorcery speed threats like Elspeth's Nightmare, like Doom Foretold, Questing Beast to just keep pounding them with haste damage is a great solution. Another way to keep pounding them with haste damage is Phoenix of Ash. In that metagame summary that we just looked at from MTGA Assistant, which you can download with a link in the description if you like, support the channel, Dimir Rogues, either the Lurrus version or the Flash version, make up the most of any type in the metagame. If you combine the two, it's over 20% of what you'll face on the ladder. In theory, should be Rogues. So against Rogues, one of the best cards you can have is Phoenix of Ash. And it's also really good against those slower decks. So it made its way into the Gruul deck. We're running a lot more haste than we used to. The rest of the deck you've probably seen. You may hate it by now, I don't know. But the Adventure Package, Edgewall Innkeeper, Bonecrusher Giant, Lovestruck Beast. It does what it needs to do. The Landfall Package, Kazandu Mammoth, Brushfire Elemental, a million freaking lands. How many are we running here? I think it's 30. I think it's 30. Yeah, this is 20. This is 22. Plus 4 Smashings, 26. Plus 4 Mammoths, which you never want to play as a land. It's the big reason, honestly, that we're running 30 land equivalents, because we want to cast our Mammoth a good amount of the time. Without it, you don't have good Embercleaves or Henges or Primal Might nearly as often. But that's what's up. 30 landish equivalents to hit every land drop and beat the opponent to death. And of course, 4 Embercleaves to get the game over with quicker. If you expect a slower meta and you want to be able to grind more, you might want to trim Embercleave and run more Henge. You might want to run cards like Embereth's Shieldbreaker if you're expecting more artifacts. That is something that worked really well for Autumn Burchett in the Zendikar Rising Championship. But for Best of One ladder, I like playing a lot of haste. I like getting them dead. I like having... I think that there are a lot of decks, most of them Ugin based. They can handle the Lovestruck Beast, Kazandu Mammoth stuff. If you go kill your Brushfire, kill your Mammoth, kill your Lovestruck Beast, and you're stranded with a Henge, a Primal Might, or an Embercleave in your hand, then you're treading water, and everything you play gets answered by Elspeth Conquers Death, then flicker Elspeth Conquers Death with Yorion, etc. But if you can break the paradigm by playing Questing Beast or Phoenix of Ash and getting damage in before they get to remove it, you're in a much better position. So that's why I like this build of the deck for Best of One right now. It's given me some very exciting games. This isn't my typical style of deck, but unlike Mono Red Aggro, Gruul draws cards. I like drawing cards. Look at all the card draw we get. Ooh, yeah, card draw. So this is much closer to my kind of jam than Mono Red will ever be, and it does produce some really tense and difficult situations, which I think makes Magic entertaining. I also think it's one of the strongest decks you can play, that it will get you to Mythic, that you can beat any deck in the format if you have this deck on the play with an okay draw. And the best draws that this deck has are freaking unbeatable. The amount of turn 4 kills is not to be underestimated. So, on that note, let's check out the thing that we're plugging today. First up, renew Twitch Prime. If you are one of my Twitch Prime subscribers over on Twitch, now is the time of the month to jump over there and hit that quick renew button. It supports the channel. It's a great Christmas gift. Thank you so much to you guys, the hundreds of you that use Twitch Prime to support this channel. It means a lot. It's amazing. The second thing, you guys have noticed more content from Matty B on the main channel. His edits are great. He's really good at what he does. What I didn't know is that he is also a writer and director, and he has written and directed a feature film that is launching today, if you're watching this on release day, December 15th, 2020, on Apple and Amazon Video. And I want you guys to check it out. I've got a 30-second trailer. Please watch it before we dive in and let the nonsense begin, because it looks really cool. Matty B's done a ton for me, but who thought? He's a big movie maker. And apparently he's won some awards at some of the festivals. He's done some of the indie festivals. So really exciting stuff. Let's check it out.
Have you ever heard the story
Here we are.
of the lost children?
What is this?
Nana was eccentric.
She thought it protected the house against evil spirits.
I can't believe I gotta say this, but ghosts are not real.
They ate each other.
The children ate each other.
Please be careful with
Yeah,
that.
yeah, Terry, we don't want to unleash anything.
So check it out, guys. Here on Out is the name of the movie. Check it out on Apple and check it out on Amazon Video. And support our one of our own, Matty B, whose editing has brought you such happiness and joy through these amazing days watching the CGB streak go higher and higher. And on that note, let's dive in and let the nonsense begin. It's a keep, and we're on the play, so I can't complain much, but we have to play our Mammoth, which is going to be really hard to make our Henge work. Oh good, the opponent wants to play against Rogues. Double Henge. Right. Great top deck. What are you doing? I think that they have... Yeah, I was going to say Stonecoil Serpent. Based on the stick from the previous turn. Ooh. That's pretty good. If we draw a forest, that can play the Henge. Whereas Phoenix of Ash runs into the Serpent. The Serpent has protection from multicolor, but this can go around it because of the ability to avoid being blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. And now we're looking for a land, a green land, specifically, off the top of the deck. Our opponent's mono-green Chainweb Arachner Stonecoil Serpent beatdown has been pretty anemic so far, but maybe it's time for something powerful like a Gemrazor. Of course, they might be thinking about holding that. Harbinger. That's a beast. I mean, literally a beast. Ooh, that draw, though. Just seeing if the opponent wants to give me a free gift. I do think they'll have a Gemrazor, though, which means we're going to lose this game, but this is the best our hand does, and we have to try. Like, we don't really have a choice here. We could draw into, I was going to say, we could draw into Lovestruck Beast, and Lovestruck Beast with the Innkeepers is a ton of cards, even if they Gemraze the Henge. And yeah, they just snap it off. Gives them a 6/6. Okay, down to 12. Can we draw another land? Kind of. I think I'm better off holding it, though. Leave green open, leave red open. Okay, a little bit of both. I think we still attack with this. As you see, we're giving off a lot of I have a Bone Crusher Giant sign just to make them think a little bit about an attack here. Alright, just you. We could double block, get it off the battlefield, but I think we take this and play the Henge. Down to 6. This is a close one. 6 to 9. That's nice. If they kill that Lovestruck Beast, I feel like we're dead in the water. Maybe not for sure, but pretty close. A ram through here takes us to 1. And we play lovey-dovey. Alright. And a 1/1 Stonecoil. Yeah, they're going for the throat. Let's see what we can do. Bluff the Bone Crusher, draw the Bone Crusher. I need to draw another Lovestruck Beast. Something to do with 1 mana? Hold on. Why is it... Okay. I guess I have to do full control mode to float a green here. Yeah, I'm working on it. Thanks for noticing. Not my fault the game is kind of awkward in a moment like this. Okay. All this blocking. I think I need to hold this back too as a chump. Let's see if they can finish the job. I mean, I'm another Gem Razor probably, just for the rub-ins. I feel like I've drawn a lot more cards than they have with Innkeepers and Henge, and they still have so many cards. How does this happen? Magic is weird. They're thinking in the tank here. You're in this booking class today. Alright. You there. You and you here. You here. How about these 1/1s? I guess tradesies? Do I trade off an Innkeeper? I don't think so. I think it's like this. Let's see what snacks they have for me. Looks like they have a ram through, which really close to lethal, right? Ram through does 4, then 5 from the trample, then 6, 7 from the 1/1s. Should be able to keep me alive. Uno! You didn't kill me yet! Got him. Let's see what happens next, shall we? Oh lord. So Shatterskull smashing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can kill 2 things, but then we're just dead. We gain a life. I don't think that's good enough. I guess we could kill these 2. Chump the Harbinger, go back down to 2. That's a really aggressive play. And it needs a lot of things to go right. I think I'm supposed to wait another turn before I do that. Do I have enough green left over if I do it that way? I don't think so. I think I go like this. Come on, card. Okay. Okay. It's good to see the lands finally coming together, you know? Another turn. Please no more ram throughs. It was tilting. I didn't enjoy it. Uh-huh. Good draw. I mean, if you're going to top deck, that's probably a good one. All in. All right, so we're at 3, so we can take these two. So we can do this block, we can do this block, and let's see. We can do this. No, we have to block something here. This is going to be a 5, right? So killing the ooze is pretty important. These two blocking here is pretty good. And then we can chump here. All right, back to 1. Start it back at 1. 90 songs. 90 songs. 1. Make a girl named Belle. 2. Play an ooze from hell. 3. Gem raise onto it. Killing the great henge. 4. Repeat steps 1, 2, 3. 5. Make you hate MTG. Just when you think mono green's work is done, they start back at 1. You're welcome. Oh, come on now. Come on now. And another creature. All right. Maybe we're supposed to hold this because now they're a little bricked, aren't they? And they're close to dead. Wait a minute, 3? But they're dead. But they're at 9. They're just dead. Aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, they're not. It was close, but it's not. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Close, but not. How do I... Nothing has trample, so I can survive a ram through. But we have to block everything, so it's better if I kill 2 creatures here. And they need to draw a removal spell. If they do, they can win. Good deal. But Ram Through doesn't kill these things. They need like Primal Might, and they draw Swarm Shambler. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 6, 9. That's it. We did it. No, wait, we didn't do it. They have an Arachnir, which they have to block with. But if they get it back, that's so good. We're still not done. We're still not done. All right, so if we play out the 2 birds, and then next turn we play Shatter Skull Smashing and kill the Arachnir, we can win, right? Right. We could attack here, but if the opponent buys it back and kills one, that's so bad, and all they'd have to do is top deck a land. Next turn, next turn. It's almost over. It's almost over. what do they have? That's a draw. That is a draw. Yeah. That's 7. Pump is 8, 9. Or this is unblockable. And creates another blocker if they survive somehow. It's an instant. What is it? What is it, you guys? Just in case it's a Wildborn Preserver, right? The opponent can make the Swarm Shambler 3, but then it can't block because it's already tapped. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Eh? Ah! Come on, Gruul, smash! Smash! They don't want to let it go. They still got something. What is it? It is ram through! Oh my goodness. Alright. Oh, we lose. No, we don't. We have 2 blockers. I was going to say, they can bring back the Arachneer, kill the Phoenix of Ash. Oh, they would still have to draw the land, by the way. Okay. We are still here. There is the land. They can bring back the Arachneer and kill a Phoenix, but we can bring another one out of the graveyard. Are they better off attacking and hoping I forget to block? God, look how close that was to lethal. What a game. What a game. Whew. I mean, I guess not, because it's just an unplayable hand. It just does nothing. Alright, keep this, put away the Phoenix, because we're supposed to get it milled, not supposed to draw it. Let's hope this Primal Might isn't a total disaster. These Fable Passages with this Brushfire, though, could do a lot of damage. Could be a lot of work. And that was that. Cool. Yay. Alright, so if they're going to play Mogi's favor, it always gets there eventually, so we should just swing it for as much as we can in this moment. See if we can draw another one of those. Or how about an adventure creature? That would be a good draw too. Or a questing beast. And where it's calling some dead things. Nice. Luris. Ephemia. Alright. Enchantment mono black. Mega confirmed. What do you think? Hit the opponent as hard as we can? Or do we save the Primal Might? I think we save it for a creature that can block Brushfire, which is probably going to happen next turn. Demonic Embrace, okay. If they pay 3 life to cast that out of the graveyard to make something to block the Brushfire, they're getting rocked. Now the opponent can flash back the favor and just get rid of the brush fire, but we'll see if they find it. We'll see. We need a questing beast or an ember cleave, something of that nature off the top. Or any adventure card. Like, most of our deck is a good draw. And land is not. Yep, the ultimate brushfire answer, the Mogi's favor, after being combined with the Timurit Calls the Dead. Love-struck beast. You'll love to see it. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Could draw the Evolving Wilds, very unlikely. I guess it's a red mana open either way. Oh, that's a nice one. Opponent is crawling back into it, though. They are crawling back into it. They've hit all the land drops. They have ammo in the graveyard. They have these Death Touchers. They're back up to 13. They've gained 4 life. And they're throwing down with Demonic Embrace. What? What? That's so aggressive. That's so aggressive. Because they want to block here and here. I think they've got that. But we've got the Phoenix. I mean, I think we just get them with the Phoenix here. Down to 6. 6 to 13. I can't believe how aggressive they just went with the Embrace. Okay, they got Luris. They've got Myers Grasp. What are they going to do with it? And just get back the Phoenix. They do it anyway. They really want to be that aggressive, huh? If I draw a land, they're down to 1. Virtual 1. I can't believe this. But if we fight the Luris, of course, they gain 3 life. And they have a Myers Grasp. And we have 5 cards in the graveyard. This is 6. What do we do? It's so close to lethal. Like they knew about this play. They don't seem afraid of it. I'm off by 1 too. So if I attack with Beast and they block with Triton, then I have enough, right? 1, 2, 3 to get the bird back again next turn. Oh wait, I can do better than that. Okay, so like this. Do I save this one? If I hit a brush fire, I'm gonna want it. They don't have enough life now to get that back. To get back to Demonic Embrace. They might have another. Oh my goodness. This game is a headache. We need something here to die to get the Phoenix of Ash back, or we need to draw a fetch land, something that goes to the graveyard. Another Phoenix would do as well. Embercleave, of course, would do. Alright, that play has happened. What else? Opponent still has 2 cards in hand. They have a Mogi's Favor that can escape from the graveyard. This is a good game. It's insanely close. Anything could happen. These decisions are really hard. And here comes Lurrus. Like I said, I need something to go to the graveyard for the Phoenix. Am I supposed to just block Lurrus with the Edgewall Innkeeper, send the opponent up to 6, bring back the bird, pump it? Again, that's not enough damage. So, we'll do it like this. Back up Lurrus. Alright, we're looking to draw a point of damage. Somehow. It's not gonna do. Not gonna do. But we can hit the opponent. Let's play this without drawing so we can still get back Phoenix of Ash. Or let's play this without making the 1/1, I mean. Another bird. That's a pretty good backup for next turn. So they have to keep using the Mire's Grasp to keep Phoenix of Ash away. And they're still on 3 life, so they can't Demonic Embrace their Lurrus or do anything like that. This game! What the heck is going on here? Phoenix goes back to the graveyard. Every turn is like 3 damage. Kill Phoenix of Ash. 3 damage. Kill Phoenix of Ash. I mean, I appreciate these birds, but can I get Embercleave? Can we be done here? Can Questing Beast come out to play? Come on now. Yeah, they're not trying to feed the graveyard, so they're trying to leave the Innkeeper. Oh, never mind. Okay. You're still at 3. Are you going to attack with that Lurrus? I'm guessing the answer is no. Otherwise, why would you do that? Okay, just the Triton. Ooh. With another bird in the graveyard? I mean, it's likely they could just be dead here, but what if there's something going on? Bone Crusher Giant. Just when you thought the Phoenix was done, it rises from the ashes. Like, you know, like a phoenix. Whew! Good game, though. Shout out to the epic name that is Conshonery. Ride the Brushfire Elemental all the way to victory. That's what we're gonna do here. Or are we? Our opponent's setting up a Wayward Guidebeast. I guess we want to play the Evolving Wilds and protect this. So we'll go green. And we'll go. Wayward Guidebeast, everybody. Robber of the Rich. I guess let's let them make their attack decisions. Okay. They don't get a card here because they'll have the same amount of cards as they do. And then we save the Evolving Wilds trigger to defend our Brushfire from their Bone Crusher Giants and Shocks. Alright, they play the Annex. Is it time for Guidebeast to do something? So next turn, what do? We could play the Questing Beast. I guess we'll fetch now since they tapped out. Yeah, we're playing Questing Beast. Here they come! Yeah, you still can't see through all the heads. Huge draw step coming up. We need the land. The land for the Brushfire. Can they clear the Questing Beast, though? If they can't, Embercleave on the Questing Beast is probably just lethal. If we block here and they Embercleave... we block here and they Embercleave here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. If they do it here, they lose the Guide Beast. And they lose... and then they have to re-equip the Embercleave somewhere else. I could just let it through. Like 12, 13, 14, who cares? And then kill them next turn. If they're smart and they have a way to kill Brushfire, they see through this. But maybe there's no options. Alright. I outcleave you. That's a good draw. That's a really good draw. Let's rub it in, because they are mono red. Against mono red, guys, it's very important that you not let them even think for a moment that they're good at Magic. You must completely and utterly win. I wish I could play Henge into Cleave there, just for the mythicness of it, but yeah. Khan Shonery, your name is better than a mono red deck. Come on, brother. Pretty good hand, but it's on the draw. We'll see what we'll see where it goes. We get to play turn 1 Edgy, turn 2 Brushfire or Bone Crusher, turn 3 Fable Passage with Brushfire, and then Cleave. I mean, it's an awesome curve. We just have to hope our opponent isn't on a better one. Island. Island what? Opt. Okay. Okay. Makes me think of the Izzet Master Blaster or Riddle form, you know, Stormwing Entity decks when I see Opt in this format. Okay. Mutate that runs Opt, I guess. I don't think trying to kill this with the Bone Crusher Giant by giving up the Innkeeper is going to work out. We'll just go in for excited Brushfire times. Can we draw a land? We only run 29. Sultai Mutate? Dreamtail Heron will get some card advantage. The opponent gets to draw a card. They also get to draw a card and discard a card. They're going to have a 3/4 flyer, which means they can block the Brushfire. But the Fable Passage makes it complicated. We drew the land. Goodness gracious. So, I think what we want to do is see if we can get the opponent... I want to try to trade my Bone Crusher Giant and my Brushfire for this. Get it off the field. And then next turn we have... like, if they don't block it, then the next turn we have Fable Passage with this and Embercleave, which should be good. It should be good. It doesn't matter which I play this on, so I don't have... but I do have to play something first. What you got? Takes it. Okay. In that case, we'll cast the 4/3. Keep it coming. First Fable Passage goes to the opponent. Just imagine if we had been on the play. The absolute devastation we would have brought. As it is, our opponent gets this turn to do something amazing. We still might bring the devastation, but if they have Pouncing Shore Shark and they hold it open, that's pretty devastating. It's going to be hard to beat. Okay, we've got another Polywog Symbiote. So mutations cost 2 less. I think Shore Shark was 4, so Shore Shark is still a possibility to mutate. Opponent brings in the full rope on this one. And they go for the Great Horn. Okay. Which only costs 1, which is pretty amazing. That makes a 3/4. That fetches a land. They discard Brokos so they can mutate out of the graveyard. So many choices. They have no timeouts. They've got to move. Okay, they don't have the Shore Shark open right now. They attack. Wow. Gutsy. What you got? If they block the Innkeeper here, they die. I'm still trying to figure out the opt. Don't know what that was. So, there's definitely capacity to surprise me here. Okay, let's go get the red. Pumps the brush fire. Play the cleave. Go smashing through the Great Horn. Down to 4. Edgewall Innkeeper. Can we pull this off? I've got Questing Beast, I've got Embercleave, I've got Brushfire Mental, I've got 2 Innkeepers. Our opponent has 1 mutatey bird thing. Bird baby. They also have a Brokos in the yard. I mean, mutating, though, isn't very helpful. They need not just a blocker, they need several blockers. So let's see if the Trumpeting Gnar can do it. Trumpeting Gnar does, whenever you mutate onto it, makes another 3/3. They still need enough mass to get in front of Embercleave and survive. They've had no timeouts for this entire game because every single turn has been a full rope, so they have to move. They've got to make a play. It's running out. You're running out of time? They found their Shore Shark. What do they bounce? You can bounce the Bone Crusher Giant, but then I just zap your face with it. No big deal. Yeah. And they have another 3/3, that's good. And what? No attacks, that's smart. Let's see, we can play this at instant speed after they block. Let's see, if they put a 3, if they put something in front of each creature, if they put a 3/3 here, then the cleave comes in, it's 4, it goes over the top for lethal. Alright, cool. We did it. Just making sure. And if they put 2 things in front of the Brushfire, we just put the Embercleave on an Edgewall Innkeeper and that's lethal. Because actually this draw helped a lot because now they have to block everything. Yep. Whereas before they could have let 1 Innkeeper through. I will keep this one. And that's game. Whew! Whew! Mutate, you scared me. You scared me with all your mutations. My first Love-Struck Beast of the day, complete with Embercleave and Great Henge, up against Yorion on the draw. Why aren't I on the play? I'm supposed to be on the play if I play aggro. That's what everybody else does. Rawr. Okie dokes. Well, I mean, we're not going to mulligan it. It is pretty slow. Pretty slow. 3 mana, 5/5. That potentially draws a card. Ha. You got a hello before you play an Edgewall Innkeeper, though. Or any 1-drop. Like, you say hello, then you play the 1-drop. I'm trying to embrace this way of life instead of ranting against it. Oh, hello. You did it wrong, though. You're supposed to... Here's my creature that's going to slap your face. Hello. Just to let them know that you're not actually friendly. We're just pretending. Alright, big turn. Do they have Elspeth's Nightmare? Do they have something to slow me down? Casket. Gotcha. I wish I were the version with the Embereth Shield Breakers right now. Looks like Mardu. That's going to be rough. If they kill this beast, we're on land. We've only drawn land since the game started. Okay. Okay. Do we play the Henge? Well, we can. Gets hit by an ECD, right? And we don't have any creatures, but I think that's the play. I think that's what we do. Because they might be holding Heartless Act. Oh, okay. That's nasty, but yeah, we wouldn't have gotten to attack anyway. So, better that we played the Henge. Opponent slams Archon, we slam. Classic Henge time. Classic. When I have a great Henge, this is what happens to me. I never draw another creature. We've drawn at least 4 straight lands. Which, I mean, yeah, we run a lot of land. We're a landfall deck. But at some point, come on. Yep, there's an app for that. Okay, come on, creature. Make it a Brushfire Elemental. Wow. Very nice. Oh, I know. I'm well aware of how nice it is. Thank you. All right, questing beast mode time. Funny. Take a bunch. I'm gonna need to answer that, but Yorion can do it with the Skyclave Apparition. Double Archon? Wow, greedy. Greedy! No respect. Alright, come on, Primal Might. Let's go. Primal frickin' Might. Do it. Nice. Very nice draw, this game. Really getting the full experience here. So that's 12 damage. How much are we taking in the air? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not lethal, but the omens are. So we have to go for the Primal Might. Shuffler's fine. The Shuffler is fine. fine. It's fine. And we are back for the post-game wrap-up. And how did we do today? I don't feel like I got the meta I expected. I've played against slower decks for a good amount of time, as well as white bodyguards pretty often, and I don't feel like I ran into those, but I still think we showcased the power of the deck, and I think we showcased also the tense battles that this deck can get into, and that's more important to me than anything else. I would say that if your meta is a lot of aggro and not a lot of control or Ugin, which I'd been facing pretty recently, then maybe trimming on Questing Beast is fine. If you're not running against rogues, which I didn't do that today, then trimming on Phoenix of Ash is fine. You could definitely play more adventure creatures if you're not sure what to play. It never hurts to add land. I feel like this deck could run 30-some land and still do what it needs to do, since you want to cast your Mammoth pretty often, and you want to hit every single land drop. Scavenging Ooze is a card that could and should be in the deck against aggro metagames, so consider getting Ooze back in there. More Primal Mites is an option. The deck can do a lot, but I love this hasty version. I love just getting to smash them out of nowhere and having resilience against the control decks. So check it out, try it out, see what happens. On that note, just a reminder, here on out, Apple, Amazon Video, directed, written by our very own channel editor, one of my channel editors, Maddie B. And I'm super excited to watch it, see what this guy does on the big screen. So he's done great stuff for my videos. If you've enjoyed them, I think you should check it out. Appears to be a very scary movie. I like a good scary movie. And yeah, endorsed. Check out Here On Out by Maddie B. And renew your Twitch Prime subscription, your Amazon Gaming Twitch Prime subscription. What do they call it now? They call it, what do they call it? Prime Gaming. It is now called the Prime Gaming subscription. Head over to Twitch, renew your Prime Gaming subscription, which you get for free if you have an Amazon Prime membership. Thank you very much to the hundreds of you who support the channel that way. It matters a great deal. And on that note, thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.